Hello everyone, welcome back to the Ritual Flow. For today's reading, we are looking at the energy of Pluto re-entering Aquarius. Now, Pluto has already been in Aquarius for a short period of time, last spring-ish, and that gave us an initial taste of what this energy is going to look like. There is just this first period of time where Pluto is dipping back into Aquarius after having been retrograde back in Capricorn for the rest of the year last year. Pluto will re-enter Aquarius on January 20th and will remain there until September 1st, and it will dip back into Capricorn one more time, the final time, before Pluto fully enters Aquarius and will remain there for the next 20 or so years. So this is a big deal. This period of time between January 20th and September 1st is a sort of setting the stage type of phase for the sort of changes that you're going to be experiencing in whatever area of your life and your chart that Aquarius falls into. So what this means is this is where you're going to be receiving significant change, transformation, destruction, rebuilding, restructuring of your life. In particular, the energy that I'm getting off of this is like a rebirth of who you are. That in whatever area of life this is concerned, you're experiencing this transformation, this letting go of an old version of yourself and becoming a more true and authentic version of yourself in how you show up in the rest of society, in how you approach life, how you collaborate with others. This is something that's very unique to you. And this is going to call into question patterns, ideals that you've been holding with regards to yourself and your unique identity. It's almost this changing, this restructuring, releasing and letting go of parts of yourself that are actually parts of other people, so that what's going to be left is the parts that are unique to you and truly you, releasing and shedding the authority that others may be having or imposing on your life, and giving new life to who you truly are. Yeah. So let's see what comes through in the reading, what we're needing to know, what we're needing to focus on, be aware of during this period of time between the end of January and beginning of September. Please keep in mind this is a general reading. Not all the messages will resonate for everyone. Don't try to force something to fit. If it doesn't make sense for you, doesn't resonate with you and your energy. This is timeless as well. So at whatever point in time you're finding this, during this area of the transit, that's when it's going to be most relevant for you to hear. If it's coming after, it still may be good to reflect on for some sort of insight and understanding regarding what you can expect for the next 20 years. Okay. We'll get one more. Immediately I'm getting from this Queen of Swords is that there's a decision to be made based on your truth, what truth you know and hold for yourself. It's an energy of thinking very clearly, having a clear perspective, understanding of who you are and what your truth is. Thinking independently, being very organized about any plans that you're making, being able to see the truth in any sort of perceptions, misconceptions that there may be that you've been dealing with, and cutting those out. You are looking toward the future in many respects here, toward what's going to allow you to feel growth and progress, what you want to take action towards, what you want to move towards and travel towards. You're making preparations for that. What's challenging for you is some sort of toxic energy, some sort of toxic attachment in your life. This could be a relationship of some sort that is like weighing on you, clinging to you. This could also be some ego attachments to the material world, to addictions, to substances, to things that affect the physical. You may also be struggling with approaching your own shadows, allowing yourself to see your elements of flaw, your shortcomings. So, take that as it resonates for what's going on in your life. What sort of things are you feeling are affected by this? There's some sort of end here happening, or that has happened. It's very painful. Like someone betrayed you or stabbed you in the back or something, but this is truly your blessing. That's what's helping to put an end to this like toxicity in your life, manipulation for some. This could be an end as well to betraying yourself, releasing negative habits or thought patterns that may be weighing on you. We'll get some more details in the clarification, but ultimately, there is happiness, harmony, loving feelings in the future for you. This could be a reunion for some with someone you hold a lot of energy from the past with, like this nostalgic feeling. Your advice is to explore this new emotional path. It may be accepting or receiving this cup in this union. Communication is advised as well about feelings, because ultimately you're manifesting the life you want to lead, some sort of new beginning, some sort of fresh start, that energy of rebirth. Wielding your power, honoring your truth, communicating your truth. A heavy energy on making or receiving an offer for a new beginning. There's a lot of new energy here, right here in a row. There's this energy of like sadness and heartbreak, probably from this situation of like betrayal or backstabbing, whether that's like at your own hand or at the hand of someone else. That's what's standing between you and seeing this progress, having this success, having this exciting new beginning. Okay. Let's clarify and see what more wants to come out with this. We'll start with the Queen of Swords. Wow. Yeah. We have the Page of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles here at the bottom. There's an end to some sort of cycle because of this truth, and it's opening the way for this new beginning. This manifesting something that feels right for you, aligned for you, like in every sense of what that means. Seeing this truth, knowing this truth, feeling this truth is like it's happening, it's falling into place because you're manifesting it, because you're creating it, because you're walking through that portal to the other side, like leaving behind the old cycles to create something new. You're feeling inspired to take action toward your happiness, like towards something that feels much more successful, much more warm. Something you feel much more passionate about. Because you've been in this energy of sort of like having to think about things logically in order to see things clearly, but you're moving into like creating something where you can really allow yourself to be driven more by your feelings, by your inspirations than your thoughts. It's like that's the new paradigm for you. Is having success that's driven by what you feel passionate about, what makes you happy, what brings joy into your life. And there's a lot of indicators we've seen so far that like ultimately like this has something to do with a partnership that brings some sort of happiness. Let's look at the Three of Wands. Yeah, you're building a new foundation that requires collaboration. This is what you're planning for. This is what you're preparing for, to take those initial steps. There's still that attachment though, weighing on your preparations, weighing on your ability to to build something new, to build something more love-centered, more heart-centered, more centered on passion and nurturing, something that feels more free-flowing. More intuitive. It's like this pain and sadness, like I said, is standing in between you and having success, you and like where you stand now and your future. There's this sorrow, there's this heartbreak, there's this attachment to it, and all of that toxic energy caught up in it, that's like blocking you from excuse me, that's like blocking you from being able to speak, to build, to grow and move forward, to take those first steps in this new direction. Yeah, that that toxicity, that attachment, whether it's a toxic relationship, whether it's the material world, addictions, thought patterns, negativity, wherever the negativity is in your life that's weighing on your heart, it's blocking you from fulfillment of your wishes. It's blocking you from your aligned path. It's blocking you from this passionate new beginning. Let's look at the Devil. It's a you're feeling stuck, hung up by a previous commitment that carries this energy of toxicity. Like you feel like you lack freedom. You feel like you lack happiness in this. You can't celebrate this. It's like you're waiting. You're waiting for something to change. Waiting for some sort of justice to be served. Because there's imbalance here stemming from this negative energy. And at some point, it's like you were blocking yourself. You were like unwilling to see it, unwilling to take a look at it. But now there's like some sort of truth about it. But there's still some sort of negative thinking, some sort of restrictions, even ones that maybe you have like placed on yourself, that's holding you back and hanging you up. There is this energy underlying justice of setting a boundary, creating a change to lead to a new beginning, closing out this cycle and starting a new one. You could be waiting on some sort of legal decision where this is concerned. If this commitment is a marriage, you could be waiting on some sort of like settlement, some sort of divorce to be finalized, some sort of judgment to be made one way or another. This change, though, this boundary, someone is being thrown off of this wheel as it turns. They're clinging on tightly so as to not be thrown off, but they're getting thrown off. It's just like this requires some sort of patience. protecting yourself in the meantime, and upholding your truth. Let's look at this 10 of Swords. Yeah, okay, we have the Lovers. Devil, making its final appearance from this deck. Wow. Okay. So, there's this situation where something about this betrayal, like this toxic energy, it's like preventing you from taking these final steps toward like alignment with your own values, alignment with a partner that feels right for you. There's this peace in this connection that's not present in this like sinister energy. But your success is in setting this boundary, in moving away from this tumultuous energy, this toxic energy, towards the peace, towards something more aligned for you. And there is this decision to make. So it's almost like part of this is like holding yourself back and making some sort of final decision to move forward, because it's difficult. It's like there's this offer of new love here that you're not accepting. And it's something that can be like cultivated towards something long term with this reunion. But like you have to take charge of this situation to not let that sort of attachment. It may even be like a lust driven situation, like letting sexual desire, material desire, like almost this like covetous energy stand in between you and something more meaningful, something more valuable to you ultimately. Let's look at the 6 of Cups. That's a lot, but let's see what it is. Okay, yeah. Okay, there's a lot to say about this reunion, this peace, this balance, this harmony that's ultimately your outcome. Okay, these came out first. Okay, yeah. So there's a decision to be made about your plans when it comes to partnership. You have a lot of anxiety. You have a lot of doubt about it. That's primarily what's been like holding you up. But also this situation of, or like you moved from feeling restricted and feeling a lot of doubt and anxiety about it to like having that final sword driven in to where it's like that's the end. That sort of seals the deal. It makes something about this decision easier. Seeing this truth. That's the final sword, this sword of truth that is placed in you. That opens the way for this new journey in love. Like it's like you leading yourself out of this dark place towards the light, towards hope for the future, towards building something more stable, secure in the long term. Like getting the reward. It's like that's what you want to create, is a solid foundation of partnership, of love, of wealth. You may feel the desire to like create a family with this person. But this truth that's coming in, it's like it makes the decision final. That's what you've been waiting on. It makes the decision final so that you can feel back in your power to create what it is you want again, to communicate and make some sort of forward movement to a new connection. Communication may even be rushed and like explosive in some way. Like this pressure has been built up in the waiting, but this is something that you want to invest in. It's almost like you can't deceive yourself any longer. But it's like you don't want to rush and be too hasty, because you already invested in something, you already gave to something that turned out to be deceptive, and it created a loss of like your hope, of your dream. It wasn't aligned with your truth. Let's look at the Page of Cups. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So wherever you're at on this timeline with this energy, it's like your advice is to stand up and fight for what you believe in, for what you want, for what you need to like know to be true. Like this is that strong Aquarian energy. Like fighting for your individual desire, protecting what it is that you want, protecting your future, protecting your dream, your vision, protecting your success. It's like you wish for this new opportunity in love. There may even be some sort of competition that arises that you have to like stand up and communicate, to like speak towards, like defending your territory, like claiming this energy, claiming this connection for your own, and riding in and being victorious, having that wish fulfilled. Okay, let's pull a couple of oracle cards. Oh yeah, and it's like there's this energy of having this new inspiring journey of discovery after leaving something behind that it's like you weren't growing. It was difficult to leave it behind, but it like refusing the new opportunity was even more difficult, because there was this fear of missing out on growing the future and seeing the reward that you wanted to see. And it's like by embarking on this new journey in love, you're receiving that reward, that success. Have trust and abundance coming out. So it feels like there's a lot of doubt and anxiety and fear that's been hanging over this energy of making this connection. You're being asked to trust what you feel, what you know, like from the heart space, not from the mind, because there's this energy of like being led and guided by what you feel, by love, by like what creates that spark of inspiration, enthusiasm within you. That's a blue card too. It's like there's this need to trust that your communication is going to be well received and lead to the abundant experience that you want, that's going to lead to this happiness. There is or was like a period of isolation after like closing out this previous cycle and beginning the new one. That's where there's this point of getting in touch, like making that connection of what's truly in your heart, of what feels like happiness, what feels like abundance, so that you can move toward that. And it's bringing to your life like this element of sweetness, this reward. It's like where there was just like empty space before, or a feeling like a lot of space between you and anything sweet. That space is being filled with love. That's the energy that you're being reborn into over the next several months. Okay. So, if this reading resonated, give it a like, comment down below, share it with someone, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you for letting me read for you. If you are interested in a personal reading, details are below on how to arrange that. And I will see you later. Bye.